The deeper Lena and Devon dug into their respective investigations, the more their paths began to converge, drawn by a whisper neither of them could yet hear, but both were beginning to feel. It started with the blueprints. Lena, now obsessed with Pennhurst's original architectural plans, had requested documents from the Pennsylvania State Archives. What she received, days later in a warped manila envelope, was peculiar. The main blueprint was annotated in a looping, archaic script, more like calligraphy than drafting notation. At the center of the design, embedded beneath the surgical theater, was a strange geometric symbol she couldn't identify. A five-pointed lattice, almost floral, with a spiral at its core. She passed it off as a draftsman's flourish, until Devon sent her an email, subject line, "You're going to want to see this." Attached were images from Waverly Hills, structural scans from a recent renovation. At the center of its operating theater, buried beneath layers of flooring, was an identical symbol, not just similar. The same angles, the same orientation, the same mark. Together, they began researching the architects of each facility. The records were scattered and incomplete. Pennhurst listed a J. Orman Beckett as the lead architect. Waverly's paperwork had the name O.J. Becker, slightly off but eerily close. A pattern emerged. Different states, different asylums, but the same style, the same mysterious symbols, and always some variant of the initials J.O.B. All trails led back to a man who didn't exist. No census records, no death certificate, no architectural licensure. The duo reached out to Elias Wren, a retired architect and expert in early 20th century institutional design. When shown the blueprints, Wren paled. This isn't just design, it's intention. These layouts, see this? These hallways create containment spirals. These operating theaters are placed not for utility, but for alignment. Geometric control of space and emotion. It's ritualistic. Ritualistic. The word hung between them like a noose, as they overlaid blueprints from 3 other closed asylums. Danvers, Trans-Allegheny, Fairfield Hills. The impossible became undeniable. Each design was nearly identical in structure, just rotated or mirrored. And always the sigil at the heart. What had once been dismissed as artistic eccentricity now felt calculated, deliberate. The architecture wasn't meant to heal, it was meant to bind. Later that night, Lena awoke to a dream of Pennhurst. Not as it stood now, in ruin, but alive with gas lamps and the scent of antiseptic. In the dream, she walked the halls in a nurse's uniform, following a man down a spiral staircase she didn't remember existing. He wore a black coat and a gold lapel pin. Its shape? The mark,